Have you ever stopped to consider the state of our planet? It's a question that packs a punch, doesn't it? Our world is facing a series of environmental challenges that are becoming harder and harder to ignore. We're talking about climate change, pollution, deforestation, loss of biodiversity, and unsustainable consumption patterns. These aren't just buzzwords. These are real, tangible problems that are impacting every corner of our globe. The urgency of these issues is clear. They're not something we can just keep putting off for future generations to deal with. It's on us, right here and right now, to take action. The good news? We're not alone in this fight. People, communities, businesses, and governments across the globe are stepping up, taking responsibility and driving change. In the midst of this crisis, one day stands out as a beacon of hope and action: Earth Day. To understand the significance of Earth Day, we must travel back in time to its origins. The seeds of Earth Day were sown in the year 1970, right here in the United States. But the story actually begins a year earlier, in the aftermath of a devastating event that shook the nation's consciousness. The Santa Barbara oil spill of 1969, one of the worst environmental disasters in U.S. history, was a wake-up call. Images of oil-soaked birds and dying marine life flooded the media, and the public outcry was swift and loud. It was a stark reminder of the damage wrought by unchecked industrial growth and disregard for the environment. Amidst this turmoil, a figure emerged with a vision for change. Gaylord Nelson, a U.S. Senator from Wisconsin, was deeply moved by the public's response to the oil spill. He recognized the need for a concerted national effort to address the environmental crisis. Inspired by the teach-ins used to protest the Vietnam War, he conceived the idea of a national day to educate the public about the environment. With the help of Dennis Hayes, a young activist, and a small team, Nelson began to plan for the first Earth Day. The date chosen was April 22nd, a day between spring break and final exams, to maximize student participation. It was a gamble, but it paid off. On that day, an estimated 20 million Americans took to the streets, parks, and auditoriums to demonstrate for a sustainable environment. From coast to coast, people rallied, holding teach-ins, cleaning up litter, planting trees, and calling for action. It was a watershed moment in history, a day that united people from all walks of life in a common cause. And so, on April 22, 1970, the first Earth Day was born, marking the beginning of the modern environmental movement, a movement that continues to inspire, educate, and mobilize millions around the world in the fight for a cleaner, healthier planet. From a grassroots movement, Earth Day evolved into a global phenomenon. This evolution was largely thanks to the tireless efforts of Dennis Hayes, the original national coordinator back in 1970. Hayes, who was then a young activist, was instrumental in taking Earth Day to the international stage in 1990, making it a truly global event. In the early years, Earth Day focused heavily on the pollution that was rampant in the United States. The first Earth Day in 1970 was a massive protest against the industrial development that had been largely unregulated since the 19th century. It was a call to arms, a demand for a new way forward that respected and protected the environment. In 1990, 20 years after the first Earth Day, the focus expanded. With the event going global, the issues highlighted became more diverse. Deforestation, overpopulation, and the loss of biodiversity became prominent themes. Earth Day was no longer just an American protest, but a worldwide call for change. As the turn of the millennium approached, Earth Day in the year 2000 focused on clean energy and global warming, reflecting the growing concerns about climate change. It was a clear shift, recognizing that our actions have global consequences. In 2010, the theme of Earth Day was a billion acts of green, encouraging individuals around the world to take small, personal actions to help reduce carbon emissions and promote sustainability. It was a powerful message, emphasizing that everyone has a role to play in protecting our planet. Over the years, Earth Day has continued to adapt and evolve, reflecting the ever-changing environmental challenges we face. Themes have ranged from the face of climate change in 2013 to protect our species in 2019, each one highlighting a specific pressing issue. Today, Earth Day is celebrated in over 190 countries, making it one of the largest civic observances in the world. Its evolution from a national protest to a global event is a testament to the growing awareness and concern for the environment. As we continue to face new challenges, Earth Day serves as a constant reminder of our collective responsibility to protect and preserve our planet. Beyond the annual celebration, Earth Day has a profound and lasting impact. This global event, celebrated in over 190 countries, acts as a catalyst for change, fostering a culture of environmental responsibility. Earth Day has been instrumental in influencing policy changes at local, national, and international levels. It's a platform where advocates and activists raise their voices, calling attention to pressing environmental issues like climate change, deforestation, and loss of biodiversity. These voices have often led to the implementation of policies and legislation aimed at preserving our planet. From the Clean Air Act to the Endangered Species Act, Earth Day has played a role in shaping our world's environmental policies. But the impact doesn't stop at policy. Earth Day also promotes environmental education, encouraging individuals, schools, and communities to learn more about our planet and how to protect it. This event has spurred a global movement, fostering an understanding of the environment and how our actions impact it. It's about educating our children, our neighbors, our leaders about the importance of sustainable practices, about the need to reduce, reuse, recycle. Moreover, Earth Day has been a driving force in promoting sustainable practices. Businesses, big and small, have been inspired to adopt greener operations. We've seen the rise of renewable energy, eco-friendly products, and sustainable farming, all influenced in part by the awareness and momentum generated on Earth Day. And let's not forget about the trees. Each year, millions of trees are planted on Earth Day, a simple act with a long-lasting impact. These trees not only beautify our surroundings, but also play a crucial role in combating climate change by absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. So you see, Earth Day isn't just about a single day. It's about the ripple effect that this day creates, leading to ongoing efforts and initiatives aimed at protecting our environment. It's about fostering a culture of environmental responsibility that extends beyond April 22nd. Earth Day serves as a yearly reminder of our shared responsibility to protect our planet. As we look towards the future, the significance of Earth Day continues to grow. It is more than just a date on the calendar. It's a global call to action, a reminder of our shared responsibility to protect and preserve our planet. As we move forward, Earth Day will likely evolve to meet the changing needs of our world. We live in a time of rapid environmental change, driven by factors like climate change, pollution, and deforestation. In response, Earth Day will continue to serve as a platform for raising awareness about these critical issues and advocating for sustainable solutions. Education will remain at the heart of Earth Day. By fostering a greater understanding of our planet's ecosystems and the challenges they face, we can inspire more people to take action. Schools, communities, and organizations around the world will continue to host educational events, workshops, and initiatives, harnessing the power of knowledge to drive change. In the future, we can expect Earth Day to play an even greater role in policy advocacy. As a global event with widespread participation, it provides a unique opportunity to influence environmental legislation at all levels. Activists and advocates will continue to use Earth Day to call for policies that promote sustainability, reduce emissions, and protect biodiversity. Perhaps most significantly, Earth Day will continue to foster a sense of global solidarity. It's a day that transcends borders, reminding us that we all share one planet. In the face of global challenges, this sense of unity is more important than ever. As we celebrate Earth Day in the future, we'll be reminded that every action counts, no matter how small. And so Earth Day's future is one of hope. It's a future where each of us, in our own ways, works to protect and preserve our planet. A future where the lessons of Earth Day are lived every day. Together, we can ensure that Earth Day continues to be a day of action, education, and hope for our planet's future.